Happy Friday, everyone. You have demanded that me and Jay do a Geeks and Gamers Daily, and we listen to the people. What's up, Jay? How you doing, brother?
What's up? This is going to be a disaster.
This is going to be a complete disaster.
Happy Hulk Hogan Day, brother!
That's right. Happy Hulk Hogan Day. We have healed as a people because 5 years ago, Hulk Hogan would have never been honored in this way. You got people trying to cancel him, people trying to call him racist, sexist, all these things. You got meathead influencers, apologizing for all the horrible things he did. And yet we have the governor of Florida calling it National Hulk Hogan Day. Absolutely fantastic.
Putting the flags at hat, mask, and everything. August 1st in the state of Florida is the official Hogan Day declared by Governor DeSantis. I didn't see that coming, but
I didn't either.
Apparently Hogan did a lot of charity work, did a lot of hospital visits and stuff like that for people that were sick in the state of Florida, and icon as well, and just did a lot of good here in Florida.
Yep.
So they decided to give him a day, August 1st.
Yes. Yes. Was Hogan a Florida resident? He was. He lived in Tampa. I think he lived in Tampa for the majority of his life, if I'm not mistaken. Hogan, and it was well known. I mean, he has a beach shop there. He's got a beach shop in Orlando as well.
Yeah, about 5 minutes from Universal Studios. Honestly, I don't know how long that particular beach shop will remain open, but if it's still here by the time everybody comes down to MegaCon or anything, I recommend. It's literally 5 minutes from the convention center on International Drive. I got to go there just the day after he passed. There was tons of people in there from all ages, all races, all in there celebrating Hulk Hogan. And I sent you some pictures, Jeremy. When we went there, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool to see everybody celebrating his life. Sad day, but it was awesome to see people in there celebrating what Hulk Hogan meant to them. So,
and I would like to clarify something really quick. Max says, Jeremy, you like the prequels. I'm not going to hail you. Max, I don't like the prequels. I fucking love the prequels.
Dang, me too.
Love the prequels. Love them. So if that upsets you, if me liking them upsets you, I hope it really fucking pisses you off that I love them, and I apologize for absolutely fucking nothing. But thank you to Governor DeSantis for recognizing the legend that is Hulk Hogan and not bowing down to the nonsensical losers that are crying and whining. People like Joey Swole saying Hulk Hogan did horrible things because he said a word. It's absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, I mean, this just shows where we are. This is awesome stuff right here. So rest in peace to Hulk Hogan, a true American icon. But go ahead, Jay, you had something.
No, it's like in his shop, he had one section that was dedicated to Donald Trump. So he had Hogan Trump shirts. That was pretty cool. And then another section he had, he dedicated it to his newfound faith. He had a lot of John 3:16 shirts and stuff in there in one section as well. It was really cool to see. But yeah, it's really sad how like you kind of think that we were over this cancel culture. Let's apologize to the mob thing, but it still pops itself back up and people fall for it every time. And now look, what happened.
Absolutely.
We all called it. Like a day later, he was going to say, I'm done off the internet. I'm done. I quit.
Weak beta mentality.
You guys cancel me. It's like, we tried to tell you. Anyway.
We tried. Well, look at here. Right there. What are some of your Subhuman for 10? Thank you, Subhuman. What are some of your favorite Hulk Hogan moments in wrestling? Well, I mean, there's so many, but if I was to point out, as a kid, Hulk Hogan was my hero. WrestleMania 5, I cannot emphasize how important WrestleMania 5 was for me. Macho Man versus Hulk Hogan, the mega powers explode, and you go back and watch that now. It was at Trump's casino and go back and watch when Macho Man comes out. Had like this Trump security around him. It had this big fight event feel to it. And then Hogan comes out there. Trump's in the front row. Freaking insane. And Hulk Hogan won the title back. And seeing Hulk Hogan and Macho Man kind of break up was crazy for me as a kid because I was such a fan of both of them. So that would be one. What about you? All of them because there's just so many.
I know it's like you say WrestleMania 3, Hogan and The Rock. I actually, one of my favorites was actually, I hated seeing Hogan in WCW. I hated it. I hated that he was Hulk Hogan. And when he did his heel turn, I thought it was the greatest thing ever.
NWO.
I loved it, man. I loved his heel turn simply because I just hated him being over there in WCW. It was always like, no, man, no matter what, he's supposed to be in the WWE, like no matter what. So I didn't like the fact that he took his gimmick and everything over there. But I mean, I understand, you know, when you get older, you understand it. Yep. Money talks a big way for a lot of people. And it's just, I love seeing his heel turn because that was the moment that changed wrestling. WWE for the better. And it had, because the Attitude Era kicked in because of that.
Yep.
And you had this rivalry that made wrestling so good for a few years.
Mm-hmm.
Just so good because you wanted to watch both. They both I mean, talk about like, we're going to go Monday night as well, an hour early, WCW, you know, it's like, we're going to do an hour, but then we're going to tell you what they did on their show because they did some pre-recorded. I mean, it was just crazy back and forth. You recorded one and watched one, then you went and watched the other. Just wanted to know what was going on. It was crazy.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, the list goes on and on. You got WrestleMania 3, Hogan and Andre, which is a crucial moment in wrestling history. Hogan and The Rock at WrestleMania 18.
That was insane.
One of the greatest crowd reactions we've ever seen. The NWO. Hogan versus Warrior at WrestleMania 6.
Yeah.
You know, there's just so many amazing moments. But yeah, if I had to pin down my absolute favorite, it's probably Hollywood Hogan NWO. That was just such a big moment. And
yeah, that was cool.
So yeah. So but yeah, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Christian Rocker says intro is a banger. Look at there. See that?
Somebody
the people love
it.
The people love it. And maybe not. Look at this picture. What the hell?
Yeah, I don't I don't know.
Fired Up Gaming becomes a member. Thank you. Alex McCarthy says Hulk Hogan Day, Meta PC code Drunk3PO or 199. Let's freaking go. Kongzilla says, I started going to matches as a kid in 1982 to see Snuka.
You don't want to highlight them?
Oh, here. There it is. Then when I was 13, Hulkamania ran wild. Saw him a lot over the years. Icon, great memories. Going to shows with my dad and grandfather. Yeah, man. I mean, my first memories of wrestling were, I think it was WrestleMania 5. I don't remember WrestleMania 4. Maybe I remember Hogan Andre from a hype standpoint, but I was so young. But like WrestleMania 5 was like the first real memory of wrestling for me. I think that was the first one I remember when I'm thinking back on it.
I think my first pay-per-view was 6 when he lost. And then that just became such a cool thing to get pay, you know, have all your friends come over, or you go to your friend's house, but they had pizza. And then I think my mom one year got Survivor Series. I used to like those too. But once you got into wrestling, like you went back, you know, like you started watching all the, like you go to a yard sale and find WrestleMania 3.
Yep.
And like buy the VHS or rent it from Blockbuster. We're like, we're going to rent WrestleMania 3. It's going to be awesome. So, yeah.
Oh, man. Zero says they're putting chemicals in the water that turned Ryan gay. Ryan, you say? Would you like to see Ryan today? I heard a rumor Ryan might make an appearance. That's what I heard, but we'll see.
3 of us together again.
Maybe.
It's been too long.
Maybe. So I don't know. Why does Jessica Lindstrom hate me? Anyway, happy birthday, Jess. Look at that. Jessica, the chat loves you. Okay. Tobias for 20 says, I won't be around for about a month starting next Monday, but I thought I'd let folks know my favorite section from Wednesday's stream from 228:13 to 58. Red and Quill go down, and I take out 3 other hunters. Look at that. Well, Tobias, hopefully everything's going to be okay with you, brother. Are you getting excited for Zootopia 2? Is that why you're not going to be around? I'm anticipating that's probably what it is. But thank you, Tobias. We're gonna miss you. I will think about you when I'm giving my review of Zootopia 2.
Bro,
Even though I'm not gonna go watch it. So,
I saw the Naked
shout
Gun.
out to you, Tobias.
Saw the Naked Gun last night. Perfection, man.
Is it good?
Most fun I've had in the theater in a long time. They make fun of everyone. Disney adults, Bill Cosby, YouTube ads. I mean, they make fun of everyone. You just got to catch it because you know how in the Naked Gun, it was like joke after joke. And if you miss it, you might miss something like a name on a wall or like what they call like the stadiums that they walk into. Yep. I thought it was great. My whole theater was laughing from the moment it started. Even the racist jokes, people were laughing, everything. It was great. It was great. There was a couple great police racist jokes.
Hell yeah.
People were laughing. So it was, I thought it was great.
That's the true sign that we are healing as a people when we can tell racist jokes. So they are awesome. They are awesome. So, God, so many people are going to be crying about that one, but they are. I mean, who doesn't like them? Show me a person that doesn't like racist jokes.
I mean, who are these people? I love a good white boy joke. They're pretty funny. They're good white girl. Man. I think we make fun of progressive left white women more than any other race of people.
Absolutely.
Ever.
Absolutely.
I think that's the one that gets the most.
Net Steeler says this just in February 30th is Joey Swole Day. Sneck says Hulk Hogan Day gonna be national like Juneteenth. We'll see. Elite Super Grunt says Jeremy is AI. What's up, Jay? This is all for you. Look at there, Jay. All for you. Go ahead.
I bought a Vindicta shirt, hat, hoodie last night. Drunk shopping. LOL. Man, you should have brought 10.
Start selling. Start selling, Jay.
That's it. Head over to 9line Apparel. Use code Drunk3PO and get your Vindicta hat and shirt. Use my code Drunk3PO20. It'll save you on shipping.
There we go.
Go get them, man. Go get them while it's hot. And most of the money goes to help veterans, so it's a win-win all around. Win-win.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. Gary Slayton in the chat says, do you have to see the first Naked Gun to understand the new one? Probably going to have to understand what you're going into.
Maybe, yeah. There's a couple references to Frank Drebin in the first one. And you might not understand the O.J. Simpson jokes because he was in the first 3. But other than that, I think you'll be fine. It's dumb. Like, so if you don't like those types of films, you won't like this movie at all. So, but I thought it was great. I know it's rated PG-13, but I don't think I think there's a couple scenes in there they should have made it rated R.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's rough, dude.
That's good. I'm actually happy to hear this.
I'm like, how did they get away with it? Like, I'm seriously like, they pushed it. Oh, there's a couple. I'm not gonna spoil it. I promise. They pushed the envelope on a couple things, and I'm like, whoo.
Damn. Let's go. This is good. This is good. This is what we need. Hopefully this movie does very well.
I thought it was great. Listen, again, if you don't like these type of films, you will hate this movie from start to finish. So that's all I'm saying.
This is good news, though. I'm happy to hear this. So, Jay, let's talk about Battlefield 6 because the gameplay trailer dropped yesterday. And I got to say, man, I've never been a big Battlefield person. This game looks fantastic.
That looks amazing.
This looks incredible. And a lot of streamers were playing it. I didn't get a chance to watch a lot of their gameplay. I personally don't care, to be honest, about watching them. But this trailer looked great. And as a person that's never been into Battlefield, I am 100% sold that I'm going to try this out. I'll probably try the early access so I can give people feedback on what I think about it. And but yeah, this was awesome to see. As you see, Grum said, not one woke trope in sight. Gaming is healing. The dreaded Call of Duty killer is being labeled on this one. That's never a good thing, but people are everywhere talking about that this is going to be a Call of Duty killer. I don't know. I guess I would ask the chat, since I've never been a big Battlefield player, what Battlefield should I maybe pick up in preparation for this one? If you were to recommend
that, I couldn't tell you either.
No, I know. Just see what the chat says about it, because I've tried a few of them for sure over the years, but just never fully got into them. But this looks freaking great. Battlefield 3 or 4. Okay. Noted.
See, this looks more complicated for someone like me to play. This is something I would watch a streamer play. I got to keep it simple, man. A little Fortnite, just running around.
Jay, we're getting you Battlefield 6. All right. We're getting you Battlefield 6.
I would be confused and lost and probably crash and burn a few times. But this thing looks amazing, dude.
Yeah,
this
it
thing
really
looks
does.
Amazing.
It looks really awesome. Now, the cool thing
Holy
here
crap.
is, one of the things with Call of Duty, because, with, the most recent Call of Duty and just in general, is they keep adding these skins to the game to try to be like Fortnite. And it's like, stop trying to be like Fortnite. Stop adding Nicki Minaj and Beavis and Butthead to this game. And so right here, the DICE lead producer says that Battlefield 6 cosmetic skins will feel grounded and fit the universe. Thank you. This is all we wanted, is for you to not throw in nonsensical Fortnite looking crap into our wartime games. So this is another win for them by addressing this. And just so we're clear, this is what we're talking about in Call of Duty. All right. They're adding shit like this.
What?
This is what they were adding to Call of Duty. Not only that, Beavis and Butthead are running around. And I'm like, what are we doing, dude? Like, this is insane. So a comment like this is awesome to hear. And I'm hoping that they stand by this. So this should excite anyone that's looking forward to this. But based on what we've seen and what we've heard, Battlefield 6 seems to be poised to be a huge success versus Call of Duty. So Jay, are you gonna play it? Are you gonna play it? Come on.
I mean, Jay. If someone gifted it to me, I would try.
I will gift it to you right now.
I will try to figure out how that is it on PlayStation?
Yes.
So that would be probably where I would run that. I don't know if anybody would be interested in watch me bumble and stumble around
well, here's the this is the most ironic comment of the day. You literally play Fortnite, Jeremy. Sometimes you're dumb as fuck.
Really?
Fucking hell, dude. Fucking shit.
Yeah, Jeremy. You're dumb.
That's the point, is that I already play Fortnite. I don't need Fortnite and Call of Duty. That's the fucking point. Shit. Holy fuck. How can you be so fucking stupid?
No, Jeremy, you're dumb.
Oh my God. That's the point. That I play Fortnite to play Fortnite. I don't play Call of Duty to play Fortnite. Fucking shit. Anyway, Battlefield 6 looks awesome. I am very, very excited for this. So I guarantee you'll be seeing us streaming this at least once it drops. We'll see how it holds up and everything. But
now,
massive win.
I know you got a lot of super chats to read, and you're not used to reading them on this channel. But before we get into this, I want to give you some good news, Jeremy. Some really good news.
Okay.
About a story that I'm going to share. It's rough out there in them theme park streets, but I'm here to inform you that the article I'm about to read is not about someone from Alabama. So it's probably not a cousin of yours, relative, parent. I don't know. But apparently Let's see. A Kentucky woman was arrested for trying to bring in free meth. She was given at a resort hotel into Magic Kingdom.
Let's
This was
freaking
published yesterday.
Let's go.
This is
All
probably,
right.
I guess maybe you need some meth to get through a Disney day at a theme park nowadays with their rising costs and weird crowds and closing down some of people's favorite attraction. You just got to bring in some meth, you know? But the story gets a little weird. A Kentucky tourist was arrested and charged with possession of methamphetamine when she was caught with the drugs at the most magical place on earth after a stranger gave them to her at an Orlando hotel. Hey, you want some meth? Here you go. I don't know this person, but sure, why not? Let me just take some meth here. Then it said her name is Brandy Asher, 37, of London, Kentucky. Said she forgot she had the meth with her until Disney security found it at the Transportation and Ticket Center, according to her arrest report. She pleaded not guilty to third-degree felony in June. So this happened in June. The police reports were just released. That's why we're hearing about it today. Her attorney did not respond to a request for comment. The situation unfolded May 20th, according to the Orange County Sheriff Office. That's why they said it took 3 months for them to release the report. That's why they're reporting on it now. At 9:30 a.m., Disney security officer found a tin can inside of her bag as she took it during the bag check. Surprisingly, the tin can made no sound. Frederick thought that this was strange and opened the tin can and discovered a small white item inside the can. It's just that which it looked like a pen and 2 small plastic baggies with something white inside of them, the arrest report said. She advised it was medicine because she gets headaches. She stated it was goodies, headache powder. Brandy started shaking and telling Frederick, who was the officer, that he could just throw the items away. However, he did not do that. Brandy became increasingly nervous as she started putting items from the can into her pocket. The Orange County Sheriff deputy who began the investigation identifies the substance as meth. There you go. She said that she was staying at the Westgate Resort when a few days earlier, someone randomly came up to her and offered her meth. Without telling her husband, she accepted the drug.
Hey, man, I got these cheeseburgers, man. Hey, man.
She didn't tell her husband she accepted free meth from a stranger, and she thought she had left them in her hotel, but she didn't. She put them in her bag. Brandy was very honest about the situation. I mean,
that's amazing.
It goes on to say she was arrested. Probably won't be allowed back at Disney for the rest of her life. And there you have it. I mean, I don't know about you. When someone that wants to offer me meth while I walk around Orlando, if someone I don't know, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't accept it. Who knows what that is? It's crazy around them theme parks, man.
Listen, man. This is the first I'm hearing about this, and I just want to apologize for my family. My family always getting arrested for meth, always getting into some redneck bullshit. But in all seriousness, Jay knows this just as well as anybody, but there's some shady areas in Orlando, man. There's some shady areas in Orlando. And it's why there's some amazing areas as well. There's some really great areas, but yeah, man, I don't think she was staying at the Westgate Resort. If this is what happened, I
find that hard to believe.
I don't think that she was staying at Westgate. I think she was staying at the Gator Motel or some shit.
I find it hard to believe she was there. I find it hard to believe that some stranger just offered her a tin can and she goes, sure, why not? We have people in the chat asking if she was hot. Listen, I'm just saying, women like that, you can probably find them in Kentucky. That's all I'm saying.
I would imagine that this is probably similar to what you were find right here.
You need to settle down and mind your business, okay?
Both of you guys?
Ma'am, once again, ma'am.
I said both of you.
No, you said sir. Once again, it's ma'am.
I actually said both of you guys. It was a general.
Right beforehand, you fucking said sir.
Sir? Okay.
Motherfucker, take it outside. If you want to call me sir again, I will show you a fucking sir.
I apologize.
Motherfucker.
I apologize now.
It's so bad. Officer, I got free meth. What's the problem? You know what though? It could have been a lot worse. Speaking of theme parks, we'll close out the theme park section.
Danky, you're gonna have to edit some of that shit out.
Yeah, Danky, edit off
for park hopping.
This video has been. This is insane. This
is terrifying. Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
Man,
that could have.
That is
been
awful.
A lot worse. I mean, there is. If you slow it down, I don't know what this is up here. I don't know if that's a person or a piece of the ride, but something goes flying.
Yikes.
I think it's a piece of the ride, but that thing could have ended like real bad for a lot of people. That's why it's like I gotta stick to the major theme parks because a lot of this stuff.
Well, that's when I said that I played this on Cobra Cast the other night, and I said, you know, for all the criticisms you won't say about, you know, Disney or, you know, even Universal and their prices and everything, one thing I can tell you as somebody who goes to the theme parks, and Jay can confirm this, is that they put a ton of emphasis on safety and checking their rides every evening to make sure that they never end up in a situation like this. Because, man, if this happened at a Disney park or Universal park, you imagine the lawsuits?
Oh, heck yeah.
I mean, it's absolutely crazy. So but going, like, what was that? That was in Orlando a few years ago where that kid.
Yeah. That's an Icon Park.
Got splatted, man.
Yeah. Icon Park. And they didn't even put him in the seatbelt correctly.
Well, I think he was too big for it. They didn't even check it. Yeah.
And they just had a teenager working there, making sure everybody,
teenager, probably teenager texting, being on Instagram, like one hand on the phone,
the other falls off. Yeah,
splatted and killed him.
Yeah, that is terrifying. I can't imagine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I back in the day when I was younger in Panama City, Florida, I got on one of those the bungee jump.
Oh yeah.
Thing, and it throws you up in the air and you bounce back and forth. I can't believe I did that shit, man. I can't believe it. Which I can't believe I did a lot of the dumb shit that I did, jumping off, you know, massive rocks and everything into the lake, like crazy, stupid stuff. But like, yeah, I couldn't imagine doing that now. But there's no way. There's no way.
Nah, them slingshots and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really good. I'll just watch other people.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we got people bringing meth into Magic Kingdom. We got Saudi Arabia. It's just rough out there.
It's crazy
in
stuff.
Theme park streets, man. It's rough out there. You never know. And I'm never around. I wish I was there when a lady was getting arrested for meth. I would have ran up with the camera. Never around when a fight breaks out either. Terrible.
Shipwreck Island in Panama City is fun. Shipwreck Island was amazing. I don't think it's still there, but I remember Shipwreck Island back in the day in Panama City. I don't think it's still there, though. Logan Johnson for 20 says, last COD game I played fully through was World at War on 360. This could be amazing as long as they stay the course. I'm all for it. And I'm glad Liam Neeson's The Naked Gun is good. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Thank you, Logan, for the $20 super chat. I appreciate it.
Even Gary just tweeted, The Naked Gun was good fun. He said, it isn't dumb humor. It's quite the opposite. It's clever humor, and they don't let a single frame go to waste. Gary on Twitter. Yeah.
Nice.
And that's an excellent way of putting it. Correct.
Linko Kenobi for 10 says, I watched the Bad Guys 2 and Naked Gun, and I enjoyed both movies. Bad Guys 2 was great for children, but Naked Gun was hilarious. I enjoyed it, and I hope everyone can go and watch The Naked Gun. Hell yeah, man. Glad to hear that. Drowning Clown says, I'm hyped for this Battlefield as well, but fair warning, DICE doesn't have a good track record of launch versions being stable. Hopefully, Vince Zampella has the team on track to polish it for launch. You are correct. And of course, yes, formerly of Respawn, Titanfall 2, Vince Zampella is heading up this project with Battlefield 6. He's also the guy that brought us the OG Modern Warfare 1 and 2. So that's one reason why I'm paying attention to this project. It's the reason I paid attention to Titanfall 1 before it was even announced, because he was behind it. And so him being involved with Battlefield 6 is huge. So Alice McCarthy says, daily shirts. Jay is Triple H, Ryan is HBK, Jer as Austin. Hell yeah.
People asking for daily shirts.
They are. They've been asking for it. So Gerard Armstrong says, my favorite moment of Hulk Hogan was his promo botch with Vince on SmackDown. He was saying he was the right gay guy. Yeah. Remember when he called Donald Trump, he was trying to say Donald J. Trump, and he says Donald Dick Trump. He messed it up.
Yeah.
Hogan was always botching something. Caleb says the High Republic has been canceled. Really?
Yeah. Well, it was scheduled to be over, and the horrific book sales. It's just this was their last phase, and if it was as popular as EU Star Wars, I'm sure they would have continued it. And they did a whole Galaxy's Edge with special lightsabers that you could buy at Galaxy's Edge for the High Republic. And they were like, you better get them. There's only 2,000. This was like 6 months ago. They're still for sale. They're still for sale at Galaxy's Edge. You could still go get them if you want them from the High Republic. Imagine my shock. The comics and everything have done terrible. We've reported on that before. And if the Acolyte had done well, because that was part of the High Republic crap, then maybe you'd get a lot more of it. But yeah, they officially done. And you know what they're pumping out now? Stories of Han Solo and Lando and Darth Vader and all that. Imagine going back to the OG. They're bringing back comic books of like Han Solo's adventures and stuff like that.
Yeah, all the things that we asked for all these years ago. Fuck,
they'll still screw it up, but still, it's kind of interesting how
absolute bullshit.
They had to go back.
Real quick on the Battlefield thing right here. Check this out. Battlefield 6 devs have commented on the skins in game compared to COD. It has to be grounded. This is what Battlefield 3 and 4 was. It was all soldiers on the ground. It's going to be like this. I don't think it needs Nicki Minaj.
Hey.
Let's keep it real. Keep it grounded. Let's freaking go. This is an exact quote that we need right here. So that is awesome. So that is good news. Love seeing this. And the fact that Call of Duty added all this nonsense to it is just insane. It really is. So good news right there. Jeremy the Cyborg dropped 20 gifted memberships. Let's freaking go. Thank you, Jeremy the Cyborg. Hail to you, brother. Go ahead, Jay.
No. I was just saying, hey, I like it's good.
Okay. Grant D's Nuts for 10 says, happy Hulk Hogan Day, brother. Another reason to love Florida. Absolutely. I think you sent that one twice, or at least it showed up twice, brother. So just want to let you know about that. Where are we at? Boba Fett says, you guys remember Hornswoggle and when Edge fucked Leia in the ring? I don't remember her name. Was it Leah? But I remember that I wasn't watching wrestling at that time, but I remember seeing the clips of that Edge situation. I was not watching wrestling at the time though. Lita. Okay. Well, he spelled Lita.
Yeah.
So Lita, was it Lita? Is that who it was? Lita was fucking hot.
Yeah.
But I was not watching wrestling at that time. So it was Lita is who it was. Okay. He spelled it Leah. So I didn't remember who he was talking about, but, CM Punk dated Lita. Yeah. CM Punk dated Lita. And of course he's married to AJ. But yeah, Lita was super, super hot. So, but yeah, there was like at that era of wrestling was crazy, but I was not watching that era that much. Kelly. Yes. Logan Johnson says, getting a dose of a double J today, huh? Hope you're doing well, brothers. Hail the 199, RIP Hogan and Ozzy. Absolutely. Let's see. Now, again, Jay, the people have been asking for RK Outpost. The people have said, Jeremy, you don't stream with Ryan anymore.
I know.
Are you guys mad at each other? Do you hate each other? Are you angry with each other? Has there been a falling out? Is this a situation like Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man, or is this Mike and Mike?
Yeah.
So you guys miss Ryan. I think we should bring Ryan back. What do you think, Jay?
Let's do it. Better than me, that's for sure.
Most people have heard about stem cell treatments and the potential health benefits, but those treatments can be incredibly expensive, not to mention in some cases might be morally questionable. But what if you could get those benefits with just a cup of cocoa a day? If you don't know, stem cells are like tiny little repair crews that go out into your body and fix the things that need to be fixed. This is Ronnie Coleman, 8-time Mr. Olympia, and a man who squatted 800 pounds like it was nothing, sharing how stem cells helped him when nothing else could.
When you went on Rogan, he wanted to refer you to stem cells.
For the last 2 years, I've been getting stem cells, and it's been the best thing that has ever happened to me in my life.
Really?
Yeah, but you got to go out of this country to do it because they don't allow that here in the United States because politics.
What exactly is stem cells?
So my understanding is that they're like blank cells. They can transform to anything you surround themselves with, they'll turn into that. So if you inject them in your leg, they'll turn into leg cells.
It wipes out the pain I go through because I have a herniated disc in my upper back still. As soon as I get the stem cell injection, it completely goes away.
And how much is it?
$2,800
Per
injection.
Where do you go?
Guadalajara, Mexico.
Stem cells can help regenerate your joints, repair your spine, even reverse organ damage. But a lot of those treatments you can't get in the United States. Healing doesn't make them money, keeping you sick does. If you can repair your knees without surgery, heal back pain without opioids, or even reverse the aging process without a prescription, who loses? Well, of course, it's Big Pharma, the insurance companies, and the hospital chains. Luckily, the guys at Black Forest Supplements have developed cocoa flavanols. Studies have been shown to show that flavanols in cocoa stimulate stem cells to come out of your own bone marrow, like bees in a beehive, right into your bloodstream. They go out and find what needs to be fixed, your heart, your liver, your skin, whatever it is. This is Dr. William Lee, Harvard scientist, who actually backs this up.
If you take the really dark chocolate, like 73% cacao, the really dark chocolate, and you make it into a high flavanol hot chocolate drink, and you have it twice a day. This was a clinical study. They found in people who wound up actually drinking the hot chocolate twice a day over the course of a month, they doubled the number of stem cells compared to the people who didn't drink hot chocolate, right? So when you and I were growing up, right, in grade school, we learned from our teachers that starfish can regenerate, salamanders can regenerate, but people can't regenerate, right? Can't grow a new arm. It's true, you can't grow a new arm, but we do regenerate. We regenerate every day. We know that we regenerate because our hair falls out and grows back. Our gut lining grows back. Our livers can grow back. If you actually remove part of your liver, to grow back. Our skin grows back. Our bodies possess the ability to regenerate through stem cells.
This isn't your average cocoa. It's a stem cell power-up. You can put it in coffee or a protein shake. It tastes great, and the benefits are real. Only 20 calories with no sugar. If you're experiencing significant aging, slow recovery, or weak immunity, blame your lazy stem cells. But cocoa flavanols activate them like a fountain of youth. Studies showed increases stem cell circulation by up to 100%. So go to blackforestsupplements.com/gamers. That's blackforestsupplements.com/gamers, linked in the description or the pinned comment, and get 40% off for 48 hours. Stock up on high flavanol cocoa while you still can.
And there the return of Ryan is. Link in the description below. Thank you, Ryan, for your cameo appearance. The people love you. The people demand Ryan. So yes, link in the description. What is it, Jay?
People were saying, dang, Jeremy needs that. He needs that. He needs that DH.
Here's what I need. I need credit. If you remember, in a galaxy far, far away, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, Jay, I destroyed a movie named Solo, a Star Wars story. # Solo lost money. I destroyed this movie single-handedly. I have that type of power. Well, Jay, I also have the power to make things successful because the Nintendo Switch 2 is now the single best-selling console launch of all time, and I personally made this happen. According to the internet, it's all me. It was all me. This is crazy numbers, actually, though. So the Nintendo Switch 2 has shattered the record for most consoles launched. Here you have it right here. Nintendo Switch 2 sold over 6 million units in 7 weeks, the biggest launch of any video game console ever. And I did this. I made this happen, apparently. And I will take full credit for it if that's what I have to do. But this is huge. This is not overly surprising to anyone that was actually paying attention. Now, a lot of people on the internet said that Nintendo was going to fail, that this was going to be the Wii U, yada, yada, yada. It also doesn't mean that Nintendo is on pace to, well, I mean, you can say technically they're on pace to match the Switch 1, but this doesn't mean that they're going to match the Switch 1 sales. All this means is that Nintendo has crushed the record, but it doesn't mean that they're like automatically going to surpass the Switch 1. But what do you think about this, Jay?
I mean, honestly, I'm waiting for more of the GameCube games that they're going to release before I even might. I mean, I don't really have any thoughts on this because I'm not a huge Nintendo person, but I was hoping like the reason why I really wanted to get it is because of the GameCube stuff. So I could do that, but they haven't released too much of that yet. Hopefully we'll see more, but this should literally, the Twitter outrage over stuff has always been crazy to me because people take it as gospel truth. And I think a lot of us have been saying Twitter's not real life anyway. When people are like, we're going to boycott Nintendo, they're not going to sell as much, they're not going to do that. They do that over everything. When somebody doesn't like the decision that a certain company makes. We're seeing it with Sydney Sweeney. Now Dunkin' Donuts is getting boycotted, apparently. And here we are. So it's sold a lot. Who would have thought, right? Who would have? It's a Nintendo console. People were going to buy them.
Well, I think it says a lot about where Nintendo is and the success from the first Switch going into this. Now, they've got a pretty uphill battle from here on out because this huge reaction to the launch is obviously a lot of goodwill from the previous generation, but you know, there's been a lot of mixed emotions surrounding Mario Kart World and how that's all played out. Donkey Kong Bonanza has been a huge success for them, but they don't really have anything announced for the remainder of this year. And they just had a Nintendo Direct 2 days ago, I think. And it was a third party, partner showcase.
Wasn't
and
really anything, was it?
Nothing really great announced there. Obviously, we have Metroid Prime on the horizon, so we don't have a release date for that yet. We've got a few games out there, but we don't have a big, massive system seller. So there's no 3D Mario game. There's no Smash Bros. Announced yet. There's no mainline Zelda game announced yet. So, we'll see. But as I've said before, Metroid, I love the Metroid franchise. Metroid Dread's one of my favorite games of all time, actually. I loved that game, but Metroid's not a system seller per se. Right. So, we'll see what happens with this.
I think the sales will trickle down if they don't offer any standout games, or do you think they were hoping that having a brand new Mario Kart was just going to carry them through this year? Now that Mario Kart's out, and even hearing from you and others saying it's not as good as the other one, it has good components, but it's not as good as the other one. Maybe that type of word of mouth is not good for the company.
Yeah, I mean, Mario Kart 8 is a generational game in terms of like the success that we saw from that. And Mario Kart World has the potential to be on that level for sure. But it's hard to tell how it's going to play at this point in time. I just don't know yet. It's hard to say because I never thought that, as a person that's played Mario Kart forever and a day, I never imagined Mario Kart 8 was going to be what it was.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at like right here, this is the updated Nintendo hardware and software sales for the Switch 1. Look at Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah. Holy crap.
8 million copies sold. Animal Crossing number 2 at 48 million. Then these are insane numbers across, like all the way down. These are insane numbers. Super Mario Odyssey right at 30 million, Breath of the Wild at 33 million. These are crazy numbers. So for Mario Kart World to hit this level, they're going to have to add a lot to the game, and they can't add overpriced DLC, which will be a huge piece to the puzzle. So it's going to take time, man. And we'll see what they're able to do.
Maybe that's what they're just building on. We'll release it and we'll slowly take our time to drop stuff that people, are going to enjoy. So,
but
I mean, the Switch 1 is still selling. People are still buying. People are still buying the Switch 1.
It is, and
so
on that note, Nintendo's gonna Nintendo, because Nintendo announced, based on market conditions, they are increasing the price of all Switch models, meaning the first Switch, the original, the Lite, the OLED, the select Switch accessories in the US. Switch 2 pricing will remain unchanged, but that could change in the future. So Nintendo, everybody was like, drop the price. Nintendo's like, no, we're going to raise the price. Now, again, this is for the first Switch, the OG Switch. Now, a lot of people, thank you. It's also Trump's fault. That's what a lot of people are saying right now, because they're saying this is from the tariffs. So it's either Trump's fault or my fault. Either way, I think I'm in good company. I think I'm in good company right there. Now, I don't know what Nintendo's play is here, but this is the most Nintendo thing ever. It's like, hey, we're breaking records, so we're going to raise the fucking price. God, Nintendo. It is funny because Nintendo haters are having a really bad day. They're having a really bad day right now. And I personally think that's very funny.
So can I share this?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure the chat is much smarter than me always, and I'll never say otherwise because I know it's true. This just tweeted out, Nintendo Switch console price increase are already in effect at Target. I don't remember what the old price was. To be honest with you. $399. It's like,
I feel like the regular priced Switch was $299, so now it's $339. So they've raised it $40. I feel like the OLED was $350.
Okay.
I think the OLED was $350 and the non-OLED was $299. I think. But let's see.
Switch. Yeah, people in the chat are saying the same thing about $349.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, Nintendo can blame this on tariffs all they want. I ain't buying that shit at all. This is Nintendo being arrogant as fuck and being Nintendo. This is what Nintendo's always done dumb shit like this. It's the same song and dance from Nintendo, but and Nintendo is a very weird company, but that's why you get the good with the bad with them. And that's how they're always going to be. So for the fact that they announced this is crazy, dude.
Yeah.
It just shows how
just a
weird
regular
Nintendo
announcement
is.
like, hey guys, we got something to share. You're gonna pay more money for the first one. You might as well just buy the second one.
It's so weird, man. It's like Nintendo just is so fucking out of touch sometimes. And this is such a bad decision, bad optics. But clearly it's working for them. So, who am I to say anything different? But terrible, terrible optics for them. But we shall see. But yeah, interesting day on that front. All right, let's see where we're at on super chats. Eric Stratton says, like Star-Lord, I have 20% of an idea. Jay and Jeremy go on. You always say, how do you say it? I say, you say,
afuera.
See, yes, afuera. That's how you say it. Afuera. Afuera. Share ideas with YouTubers in Argentina with shared podcast workshops on YouTubing. Thoughts?
I don't know if anybody would listen to me about anything. I'm surprised I'm even here, to be honest with you.
I think that just bitching about woke Hollywood pays better than a tour. So
I'd love to go though.
Yeah, I would too. But I think I'm better off being right here. Let's see. Gone Trucking says, hey guys, supposing they did make a Black Superman movie, who would be the best choice for director of these? Quentin Tarantino, Zack Snyder, or Steve Kerr's son?
I'll just say Quentin Tarantino.
Ariel says, still waiting for the shirt featuring a pissy Beardo IDOT in a cart with a 24 place flag on it. And the words $80 game, by the way, but at least the music's good. We actually are working on that design right now. In the Teespring store right now. And if Jessica, if you could drop that, that link, we do have the CobraCast Mania t-shirt available right now. Quagmire says, I got my CDL or Class A CDL yesterday. Thank you guys for the motivation.
Hey, look at that.
You guys are all great and inspired me to be great. Sorry, I complimented you, Jeremy. Thank you so much. There is the new code. By the way, Jay, did you hear that President Trump is one of us? Did you hear this yesterday?
Probably, but
did you hear what he said about Tua?
Yes. Tungalingalua. Tungaliga.
So my favorite NFL football player is Tua Tagovailoa, who is the quarterback for the Miami Dolphins, formerly of the University of Alabama. And this is how President Trump said his name.
Quan Barkley was on the council, and Tua Tagovailoa.
Ovalia. The problem is people might start saying that to a tag Ovalia.
Oh my God, dude. And
the
look at
quarterback who is and Tua Tagovailoa.
You see the Shambo back here. He wants to laugh.
I think they want to interrupt, but they're just like, let it ride. And he's like, you're a good quarterback when you're not injured.
Yeah, it's like, because he clearly knows about Tua, but he's like, and he still screwed up his name.
Yeah,
freaking hell, man. So good. So good.
Hey, we got an announcement from Star Wars today.
Okay.
Or just now. Man, you want to talk about, they just announced that Star Wars A New Hope returns to theaters April 2027 to celebrate 50 years. I mean, that's a lot. Like, man, you really pushing this announcement. Like April 2027.
Why announce that now?
Because they got nothing.
That is true. That is true. Like that.
They got nothing. They want someone to be excited somewhere on their social media. They finally have something maybe to throw out there. If they had left Revenge of the Sith, I'm feeling if they had left Revenge of the Sith or released it on the actual day of its anniversary, but they didn't do it because I'm assuming it was Thunderbolts. They didn't want it to like take money from Thunderbolts. It probably would have outmade Fantastic Four. It was on track, man, to go, and they just pulled it. Even if they had left it in for May the 4th weekend, the Disney Star Wars holiday, I think a lot of people would have just gone because of whatever. But they decided to yank it before Thunderbolts came out while it was still heading up. People going to see that. Now they're announcing this way far 2 years in advance. Don't forget, Jeremy, as much as people have Pedro Pascal fatigue, you're going to have it for 3 years because next year it's Mando and Grogu. I know you've been waiting for that.
Oh, I'm so excited.
10 years. So now we get more Pedro Pascal stuff. And then after that, Avengers Doomsday. So Pedro Pascal is on the menu for at least 3 more years on major blockbusters. But Star Wars coming up. But before we end, I don't know. I did want to pull this up because Ryan mentioned this yesterday. And this is, to me, I feel like when Ryan mentioned this, he actually mentioned it for Superman. And I just was like, this is crazy quick. But here we have Jurassic World Rebirth is going to be on digital. Now it's not going to be, you're not going to be able to rent it. I believe the first go around is you could buy it and it'll be a little more higher than just renting it. But on August 5th, that means it's been in the theaters for just a month. And
that's crazy.
They're already releasing it on digital. Ryan said he saw the same thing, that Superman will be released on digital in less than like 4.5 weeks after its theatrical run. And I'm just like, if this, maybe I'm alone in this. Does that seem early to you, or have I just missed the mark where they're just starting to release movies
I mean,
4 weeks after the theater run. I'm like, man, that is so quick. It used to be a different time when you had to wait a good while for you to bring it home.
They have been released. Like I remember Super Mario Brothers, like that released like I feel like it was 6 weeks after 6 weeks, you know, and it had already done like $1 billion. It does seem like they're starting to do this a lot sooner. But yeah, I mean, this is crazy how quickly they've decided to drop this.
I think that's gonna even make more damage to movie theater numbers and stuff like that.
Sadly, you're correct. And I like on one hand, like I have this kind of like idea of what movies used to be back in the day about going to the theater. Like now it's not the same. Everybody on their phones and yapping, and you got 45 minutes of fucking previews, and half of those previews aren't even movies. It's advertisements, like regular commercials, which I think is I think that hurts the experience. You know, I always looked forward to going to see trailers, but the problem is we can see all the trailers on our phones now on our computer.
Correct.
So it's just like the whole theater experience has just been diminished greatly. And yeah, if there's a huge, you know, movie, I'll go see it in theaters, but like for the most part, I'm just like, I'd just rather just stay home and not be around a bunch of annoying ass fucking people on their phones.
That's true.
So that's just sad of where we are. So I hate that the movie going experience has been so affected, but they've done a lot of the damage themselves. Like if I have to sit through another fucking Nicole Kidman movie theater experience or advertisement while I'm literally sitting in the fucking movies, why are you trying to sell me on something? I'm already there. I don't need Nicole fucking Kidman to convince me to go to the movies when I'm already there. Bitch, shut up.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't care. And the like just all of the rewards program and all that bullshit with the super deep voiced black man, you know, he's like, hey, at AMC, like, shut the fuck up. You sound like Big Mike. I don't give a shit.
I wonder if we're seeing the trend shift maybe a little because of all movies, Avatar, something I haven't noticed before. They were like, if you want to see the Avatar teaser trailer, you got to go to the movies this weekend and go watch Fantastic Four. And then you could watch the teaser trailer first before we release it. So it makes me, I wonder if they are going to start to trend that back. I do know one person that was super excited to see the Avatar teaser trailer. This guy right here. I mean, you thought I was an Avatar fan. This guy is just like, I don't know. I mean, he even put his phone number down there for some reason. It's just, it's like, it's, whoa, I didn't want, whoa, sorry.
Whoa.
Just trying to get to the truck there.
Whoa.
God dang. He went all in.
Yeah, get that off the screen. What the hell are we doing?
I thought you wanted to see it.
No, I didn't want to see that.
Sorry. Wait, what's his license plate? What state is he in? Does that say Nebraska? His license plate is Natiri. Oh
so he's like I don't want you to go back to the picture. But does he have Avatar tattoos all over him?
It looks that way. You can see down here. He's like he changed his skin to look like a Na'vi skin. So
that is,
who says Avatar doesn't have a cultural footprint?
A fan. Avatar has a fan. I mean, to be fair, I've said this before. I like the second Avatar movie. The first one is, I don't hate it. It just is forgettable. But the second one, I really enjoyed the second one. And I'm looking forward to the third one. You know, I saw the trailer. The trailer looks really good. So I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, that's crazy right there. So Avatar has a fan. So there you go. Christian Rocker says, I posted a clip of Dan Vasc apology video as an example of how Joey Swoll should have apologized. Went a little viral by my standard. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Zero says, where can we get the Canadian Bear plushie?
Oh, I don't know if you have any more of those laying around.
Yeah, I don't think we have any more.
We sold out.
Sold out. It's so popular. Darth Manic says, Jay the Pirate and Jeremy the Butt Pirate. Love it. Richard the Dungeon Crawler says, What did you guys think of the finger poke of doom when you watched Nash give up the belt without a match? That was a terrible moment. That was terrible. The finger poke of doom was awful. And a lot of people felt like that was where WCW just completely lost all credibility at that point in time. So it's McDouble says, will you guys play Gears of War Reloaded when it comes out? I'll try it out for sure. I loved Gears of War back in the days. Sneck says, in memory of Ryan, are you retarded?
Yeah.
Udite says, live action trailer Johnny Depp dropped for his comic with Ridley Scott looks awesome. Would love to see a movie in that style. Check it out for sure. I will check it out. Nick says, I saw Superman yesterday with my friend, and both him and I haven't regretted watching a movie like this since the Batman. And the Batman is better. Yeah, I did not like it. I did not like James Gunn's Superman at all. Tobias is not. I've got a cruise from New York to Iceland, so I'll have to watch daily well after the live stream to keep up with the time difference. Oh, well, have fun, brother. I hope you have a great time. The Argonaut says, Jeremy, I'm really looking forward to watching Tua and Tag Hauer Valhalla this season. I think he will be great. Tree Bear says, I watched the Gary struggle with the door. I definitely want to see Jay in a tank. Spider Claw says, I love Beavis and Butthead, but you're right. Yes, they should not be in Call of Duty. Andrew says, novel idea, don't accept meth from strangers.
Yeah.
Carlos says, that was a ride for them to remember forever. Let's see. Not even reading that, but thank you. $1. River Miles says, we got randos tripping the park mascots. Ariel says Jay would run up to the meth lady with his camera and trip her like poo. Greedy Graffiti says, one thing that's going to affect Naked Gun's opening is fewer showings, at least here locally. Fantastic Four still has twice as many showings as Naked Gun. Callum says, correct me if I'm wrong. Someone from Sweet Baby Inc. bragged about stealing ideas and credit from novels. I don't know. I stopped covering Sweet Baby Inc., so I don't know what a lot of the more recent stuff is. So I kind of stopped focusing on that. Stephen McBride says, my favorite Hulk Hogan moment was the hot sex tape. Storm Shadow says, will Flavornoids make Jeremy J better at Mario Kart World?
Hard to say.
Jay needs more help than me.
Andrew
says,
a lot of help.
We don't love Ryan. F that guy. Southeastern Kaiju says, Jay likes to watch No Judgment. Jeremy works for Miyamoto and Netflix Yahoo. Psyop.
Netflix Yahoo.
Jeremy the Cyborg says, well, I only bought the Switch 2 to play Mario Kart with you guys. That's right. I keep selling them. We tall did for $1. Taker says, Jay, I don't know what you did to offend Gary, but did you know he drives an FJ Cruiser? I don't know what you did to offend Toyota either. Look at that.
I don't know.
Offending everybody.
Yeah.
Somebody I saw right here. So Bungles says, call him Tua Dolphin. I saw someone said Trump's going to sign an executive order and name him Tua America.
Yeah. Why not?
Over on Rumble says, Icanalist says, wow, Ryan hit the wall quick in the last 24 hours. Sorry, couldn't resist. Seriously though, Jeremy, I didn't think if I didn't think you were cool, I wouldn't troll you so hard. Hey, that's what D&G is all about. B. Barrett says, on my way to work, I walked by some Comcast workers. One of them asked me for the time. I told him it's between 9 a.m. and noon. Ronan says, Geeks and Gamers Daily merch idea, panelist superhero shirt, Canadian Bear J, Sourpuss Pineapple Ryan, Anime Steph, Graduation Cap, Guy in the Chair Beardo, and Trans Croc wearing activist Jeremy. I think they would all sell very well too. Vault 95 says, Geeks and Gamers Daily at the gym right now, and it's better than music. SBC says, I'm stuck in traffic. I'm remembering right now. Wow, I'm wrong a lot. Cuomo. Yeah, that was a funny video. Tobias Nexus says, I also want to thank Alec Baldwin's Finger for having me and other GCA members on his second channel, ABF Gaming, playing Killing Floor 3 last night. Hail to ABF. Taker says, Mr. Beast just got 400 million subs. Play button. What the fuck? Yeah, it's just retarded. Chappie says, stem cells didn't fix Ryan's forehead. Says, drunk What? Yeah. There you go. Thank you.
Huh?
Rabnad says, it's going to be my birthday on the 19th of this month. My dad's birthday is on the 22nd of this month. 3 days after mine, I'm going to be
Happy
27.
birthday.
Happy birthday, brother. And Gung Ho Max says, I heard there was a meth raffle at the next meetup. It's in Orlando. Why not? And that is going to bring us to the end. Jay, man, it was fun streaming with you, man. We should do this again in 6 months.
Yeah, 6 more months if I'm not dead. Work out great.
But what do you got going on, Jay?
Tonight at 8 p.m. on the Monday Hangover channel, we are going to go over the new Naked Gun film with Blaine from Critic List and a few others. And we'll go over people's Critic List scores. So go check that out. If you don't have a Critic List, sign up. You could be a part of the show. And we're going to spoil it. So it's going to be a spoiler talk about all the improper jokes and stuff like that. So that'll be on the Monday Hangover channel.
All right. Sounds good. For a limited time, you can go get the Cobra Cast Mania hoodies and t-shirts if you're interested over on Teespring. And we got the shirts there. We've got tank tops. The red just pops though, man. Look at that red. Tell me that don't look good, Jay. That looks good. That looks damn good. So if you want to go over there and check those out, the link is in the pinned post. Sunny Hard R says, would it kill you having special guests every Friday? Yes, it would literally kill me. The problem is Ryan's here and he's not very nice. So we'd probably lose a lot of our friends if we did that. You know what I mean? So that's why we have to stay away from that. But anyway, thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. Friday Night Tights, Cobra Cast, a lot going on as always every Friday. So we really do appreciate it. Hope you have a good night. And we'll talk to all of you later. Say bye, Jay.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Jay.
Bye.
Somebody said, what happened to Sweeney? Sydney Sweeney keeps winning. I just wanted to put her boobs in the thumbnail. So
pretty much
that's it. That's all it was.
He's grifting.
So technically, the chat wins because you got to see Sydney Sweeney's boobs in the thumbnail. So bye, everyone. Have a good evening. See you for FNT. Say bye, Jay.
I did.
Say it again.
Will you just hit the button, man? Like,
just say it. Just say
I got
it.
stuff to do.
Just
bye.
Say it. Thank you, Jay. You didn't have to say it so aggressively. Bye, everyone.